Moving on to Facebook, we have this page called My Trip to the French Alps. Please everybody find this page and like the page and go ahead and post pictures related to skiing and post comments and so forth. What I'm going to show you now is how to grab the code so that everything that is being posted will show as a feed on the activities.html page. So this is the activities.html page. It's basically yellow here because I'm pretending this is the table. The table is part of your project 1 assignment, and here you will have your own table. But I'm pretending this yellow part is the table so that I insert the feed on the right side. So let me go back to Facebook, and this is my page. And I want to open Facebook one more time, just facebook.com, and then I want to hit / badges, so badges, right after facebook.com, and that should take me to the badges page of Facebook. And while it takes a little moment to load, what we want to look for once the page loads is the page plugin. So we want to look for the social plugins, and inside of the social plugins we will find the page plugin. So get our social plugins. I'm going to click on that, and then I will choose page plugin right here. Okay, and then you can read, there are many options. I'm choosing page plugin and I want to click on web. And I want to tell Facebook that I want my particular trip to the French Alps page to be the page plugin that I want to show on my activities.html page. So what I need to do is, where you see here the word Facebook, this word should be replaced by this number. So whenever you have a page, there's a number right after the name of the page. And that number you're going to copy, Command C, and go to page plugin and paste it instead of the word Facebook. Okay? And what I did is just I hit the tab key and my feed is showing right here. Okay? And then I just want to say get code. And Facebook explains to me what I need to do. So it's basically telling me that you need to include the JavaScript here at the top on your page once, and ideally right after the opening of the body tag. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to copy this, go to activities.html, and right after the opening of the body element, just hit enter and paste that. Don't worry about indenting properly. You could if you want to, but you don't have to. Okay, so I just pasted it there. Back to Facebook. Now the number 2 says place the code of your plugin wherever you want the plugin to appear on your page. So I'm going to take this and do exactly what I did with the Twitter feed. I'm going to go under div ID content. Here I have the table that opens and closes, and right before the table I want to hit not enter, just the tab key to indent, and then open a div, close the div, and give it an ID Facebook. And I will paste that code right here. Okay, now save it and let's refresh the page to see what happened. Okay, I refreshed the page and I see this link which says my trip to the French Alps. Why do I not see the nice feed on the top? Why is that? That's because my page, my website, is on my local machine. It's not uploaded to the server space yet. So that's the next thing we need to learn, how to upload the website to the server. We can go ahead and float this if you want. So let's go to style.css, go under the activities section, and div pound Facebook open close curly braces, float right. Okay, and now let's go ahead and upload the whole work to the server. Now to upload to the server, you can use a software like Transmit or a software like CyberDuck or Fetch. I have Transmit, so I'm going to go ahead and use it. The ComArts computer lab computers have Transmit as well, so you can use that. So afs.msu.edu is the name of the server, and I'm entering into my MSU space. For the username, I will enter my username and my password. And once I have these three things typed in, I just say connect. That takes me into my space. And I have to look for a folder called web. So you do the same thing. You have to look for a folder called web. You double click on that folder, and the work that you need to upload should be uploaded into this web folder. So let me find my own folder. My folder is French Alps, and I can go ahead and upload the whole folder, but for two reasons I'm not going to do that. The first reason is that I don't want spaces between my words, and I don't need this text folder to be uploaded. So what I'm going to do is create a new file here. I hit Command Shift N for new folder, and I'm going to call it FA, and I'll double click FA, and I'll take whatever I need from my French Alps folder. In fact, I need everything except for this text folder, which is doing nothing for my website. So let me drag all of these and drop them into my FA folder. And they're being uploaded as we speak. And you see the loading bar. And it's almost complete. And now I should get a message saying upload complete. Okay, now how do I find my work online? I open a new tab, www.msu.edu/. You have to type in the word user, // and then your username. So by all means, you have to type in the word user before your username, otherwise it won't work. So your username and then the folder in which the French Alps work has been uploaded. So I called my folder FA, okay? And when I hit enter, the website loads. Now, how does the browser know that it should load this first page? Because this first page is called index.html, and the browser understands index.html as the first page to load, unless we specify here in the URL another page, such as contact.html. So obviously I'm looking for the activities.html page, which is the what we'll do page. I'm going to click on that, and here is my table on the left side and my Facebook feed on the right side. It is not as wide as I would like it, so I want to make changes to this page. Let's go to style.css, and right here where we have div pound Facebook float right, I want to add a few more properties such as width, 320 pixels for example, and also margin 20 pixels so that it's not stuck at the top right corner. Now I save and I refresh the page and nothing happens. Why is that? So this is a typical error that we stumble upon. What happened basically is that I didn't upload the style.css after I made new changes to it. So remember that this work now is online. It's not local anymore. As you can see here, this URL is basically online. My work is not on my local machine. So if I made changes to my style.css on my local machine and I refresh the page, nothing's going to happen. So every time I make changes to my files on my local machine, I should always remember to re-upload these files so that the change is applied. So let me go back to transmit, take this style.css file, drag and drop it and replace it with my existing style, and then refresh the page. Okay, that's it. Wonderful. So the width of my Facebook feed is 320 pixels, and there's a 20 pixel margin around it. When I scroll down, I see all the feeds, and when you guys go ahead and post your own pictures and comments, they will show on this page.